I hear Rick Gosnell's name, I think outstanding scorer, outstanding shooter, outstanding passer.
I had to recruit him. Greg Onstott was an assistant coach the year before I arrived at Central Missouri. He and I got in the car, drove to Paris, Illinois. I had an appointment with Rick and his mom and dad at their house, and we had to talk him into coming back. And it was one of the most crucial speeches I've ever given. Obviously, as he's going into the Hall of Fame here, we know how important he was.
Rick Gosnell, the basketball player. Tremendous, tremendous competitor, especially with the ball in his hands. And on a funny note, Rick never, ever saw a shot that he didn't like. But the good thing about Rick was that he was going to make more than he missed.
Well, first of all, Rick looked like he was in junior high school. He was 5'10", he weighed 150 pounds, so he was not an imposing figure on the basketball court. But after you watched him play basketball for a while, you were pretty doggone impressed.
Unbelievable shooter, there's no question. He had a knack of letting go of the ball, and it would barely make 1 1/4 rotations by the time it got to the basket. I've never seen anything like it, because normally so many great shooters have a lot of rotation on the ball, and that's what, of course, makes the ball die on the rim, is with that rotation. But he had a very, very slow rotation, uncanny knack of getting the shot off.
He knew the game and knew what he had to do because of his size limitations to be a good basketball player, and he worked hard at it, and he perfected the ability to shoot. And keep in mind, this was before the three-point shot, but most of his points came from there.
He was one of the greatest shooters I've ever had. All my years, 38 years as head coach, he and Billy Finley.
Who knows how many points he would have scored if the three-point rule had been in effect back then.
Well, that was the interesting thing, because I coached him down. I think he averaged 30 the year before I got there. He had a 52-point game at Southeast Missouri, and one of the things that I think even when I talked to him at his house is that, you know, we're not going to run and shoot quite the way the guy before me did. I think we'll be more defensive minded, and we'll certainly be a disciplined type of offense, and I think he still averaged 23 or 24 for me.
Rick was a very, very good basketball player, but he was a better person. And I think his accomplishments after that is a tremendous tribute to him. Rick
was a connoisseur, so to speak, of hamburgers. you remember the character Wimpy in the Popeye cartoon series? Well, that was Rick's nickname, because when the team would go out to eat, and it didn't matter whether we went to a regular family-style restaurant or a real fancy, swanky restaurant, Rick's order was 2 hamburgers, French fries, chocolate shake.
My heartiest congratulations on you being inducted into Central Missouri Hall of Fame, and I think that from a coaching standpoint, it always makes someone very, very proud when a player that has played for me is inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Rick, this is a tremendous honor and a well-deserved one. You were a great teammate and tremendous player, and no one deserves it more than you do, and I want to take this time to congratulate you.
Rick, it was a pleasure to be able to watch all of your games in your career at Central Missouri. You indeed are deserving of this Hall of Fame award, and it is a great scene to have you come into the Hall of Fame based on your basketball career at Central Missouri. Congratulations.